Hello, time once again for another program in this series, Homo Politicus. We keep looking at our country and the many things thrown up by her. Today, hear this. In my many dalliances with bandits, I'm accompanied by police and government officials. Contentious Kaduna-based Islamic cleric Ahmed Gumi says, you know, banditry, it must be stressed, is an organized crime committed by outlaws. My country, your country, has been yoking under these enemies of the state for some time now. Against the grain of logic and a barrage of criticisms, Kaduna-based Islamic cleric Ahmad Gumi has been known to be in liaison with bandits. More than this, Gumi brazenly confesses that each time he keeps an appointment with these outlaws, officers of the state, including the police and government officials, accompany him in a manner that makes you think banditry has been okayed by government. Gumi says federal government should dialogue with these messengers of death as a way of peacefully addressing the problem. As a former soldier himself, Gumi is certain that an armed approach to banditry would not only compound the problem, in addition to radicalizing the people and making them militants. He has offered to facilitate a peaceful resolution of the quagmire through open discussions. Makes you think we are in a fix. Must we sup with the devil to have peace? Let's go there. Three gentlemen will broach the subject this morning. Let's meet and greet them. Is joining us remotely, Comrade Murphy Abadani. Comrade Abadani is a national affairs commentator. Comrade, we welcome you.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Ebak, and good morning, Terry. It's nice to be with you once more.
Okay, let's meet Barrister Evans Ofeli. Evans is the easygoing gentleman you want to have. Barrister Ofeli, welcome.
Thank you very much.
He's joined by Mr. Cyril Abaku. Cyril, ever as cool as a cucumber. Cyril, welcome.
Thank you, Citizen Jones. I'm glad to be
here. Murphy, let's start with you. Are you surprised at this statement credited to Ahmed Gumi?
I'll be lying to myself if I tell you I'm surprised. As a matter of fact, I actually hate people telling me what I already know. I am one person who loves to be told new things. That Gumi has been in constant contact with the bandits, or whether you call them bandits, whether you call them Boko Haram, or whatever. It's not new to me. It's not new to an average Nigerian. Then that it's been accompanied by government officials. It's not also new. What shocked me, what surprised me, was the fact that Gumi didn't go further to disclose the outcome of their meeting. You have told us each time you meet them, you go along, you are accompanied by government officials. Why didn't Gumi do us that favor to disclose? Because if you are claiming that you have met this person severally and you have been accompanied by government officials, then what was the outcome of your meeting with these bandits?
Yeah.
That is number one. Then what got me most scared, secondly, was the fact that I really do not understand where Gumi stands at this point. Because it seems to be sympathetic with the hoodlums, with the bandits, with these Boko Haram guys. It seems to be sympathetic at a point. Then on the other hand, he wants to stand as if he's standing for the government. If you are standing for the government, then we need to know at what point you are appointed by the government to so do. Which particular, we have been on this mess for quite some time now. So which particular government actually gave you this role? What were the agreement, the terms and conditions? Is it the Goodluck Jonathan government? Is it the next year Adwa's government? Is it the President Muhammad Buhari government? Or is it the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that gave you this assignment? These are the issues that actually got me worried. Because we need to know where Gumi stands. Gumi is not, from my finding, it's not a pushover. Gumi is not a pushover. Gumi is a very educated personality. It's a medical doctor, and he has been in the military. So I believe being a retired military personnel to have some very uncommon information about this thing. But that is not what we're seeing here. I think it's not a bad thing that he has volunteered to mediate within this bandit and the government, but that must be clearly defined. It was appointed by government to do so. And if he has been doing this all these years, then what has been the outcome so far? Maybe I'll end there for now to allow us.
Yeah. Barrister Ofeli, you sympathize with Comrade Abadani, where he's coming from. Is Gumi, as it appears, behaving, acting on behalf of government? And for that matter, was he appointed and so on? And related questions.
Yeah, for this new visa I just opened, that he used to be assisted
by police and government officials.
Traditional rulers.
Yeah, because before now, we see clips of videos where he sits with the bandits, and we see the bandits all armed and all that. So, but we never knew there was a federal government that was sending Gumi to meet these people.
We must confirm that first.
No, if the police and government officials go with him, the police is the federal.
In psychology, I think they call it deductive reasoning.
Yeah, deductive reasoning. It follows. Because the policemen must have the authority of the DPO. The DPO must have authority of the CP. That to happen.
And Abadani is leading us. Apparently, there must be somewhere.
Yes.
Something they discussed.
Very well.
Because they have been there more than once.
They have been there more than once. But like your prologue, the question your prologue, must we solve with the devil to find peace or to negotiate peace? I do not think it is tidy or written anywhere in any read whatsoever that we must fellowship with the devil to contrive peace. I see that as an oversight. I see it as the government have caved in to pressure.
Yeah.
That's what I see. And it is dangerous. It is dangerous because these bandits, they are mining, gold in Zamfara. They are, involved in economic sabotage, killing people, raping people. I mean, causing all kinds of havoc. They are also very empowered.
At least the ordinary man on the street says the bandit is an enemy of the state.
Yes, an enemy of the state. And they are heavily empowered. So what government ought to do is to negotiate with them, because Gumi is a non-state actor, as far as I'm concerned. And any time government resort to using a non-state actor to lead a delegation, means the government has failed or is failing. You understand? Because Gumi, for me, does not represent the state. It does not. It's not supposed to be the one that will lead the delegation, even if they have to be a negotiation. Clearly, they are made generals in terms of war. A selected few that will go to the enemy's camp.
And in support that, by Sofeli, in suppose peacetime that we're having this milieu is mind-boggling.
Yes, it's mind-boggling, but that the federal government is managing it this way calls for a lot of questions, because it then means that any other group can spring up at any other time, and then either Gumi or one last state, non-state actor, we need the government delegation like the sovereign have submitted itself to common citizens who are criminals. And anytime the sovereign bows to a group, either small, big, or medium-sized group, something that to negotiate peace, It means that government has lost its power as a monopoly of violence. It has lost it. So that power that government has to deploy and then to quell situations like this and bring maximum peace, the government seems to have lost it. So in a circumstance like this, it is not advisable that you keep a non-state actor in between the enemy and the states. Because what you're going to have at the end of the day will surprise them.
Siri, in the words of our good old friend, these are times that try men's souls.
Yes, Tom Paine.
Thomas Paine, yeah. Yeah, so you wonder, must we sup with the devil to have this peace?
We must not. And I think that this sort of question only gains traction and relevance in the minds and hearts of right-thinking people of society. For those who are up there in government, I don't think that they see it that way. I think that by sheer numbers, the committee of devils is now expanding very fast. And so for them, whether you're in government, out of government, it's the same thing as far as you share the view. Yes, as far as you share that way of thinking, and you're willing to go that line, that road with them, you're all the same.
Sheikh makes the question, how did we get to this?
Sheikh Gumi's personal history with banditry is a very lengthy one. Now, in the latest episode, there was the instance in which his key ally, publisher of Desert Herald, Mahmoud Toko, was arrested and accused of being a sponsor of banditry or terrorism. Now, the last time I read the story that Toko was brought before the courts, the lawyer that was to prosecute him on behalf of government was around the court premises. By 10 a.m. on the mark, when the case was called, the lawyer was not to be found. The judge reprimanded the state for its lousy approach to prosecuting the man. But before then, Sheikh Gumi was angry with the Tinubu government. He said, why will this government name Toku Mamu as a sponsor of terrorism? The government basically came out and said they need those who are sponsoring terrorism. They said one person lives in a lorry, the person is plumber, the person has a bed, the person drives a soca. They know the best. The other one, they said the other person is in Kaduna. His children hawk vend tomatoes in the market. So about this week, Maro. The only name they dropped was Mahmoud Tuku's name. And Gumi said the government didn't have the right to call anybody a terrorist. Now, my personal take is that we have indulged this man for so long. It is the reason, ask yourself, what will happen next? As they say, there's a Latin saying, what follows because of what happened before. Why is he saying this now? As far as I can see, there's no immediate cause. It means it may be the cause of something that's going to follow. Otherwise, why is he saying this now? And if not for that we're discussing this now, the implication of what he's saying is enough for any serious government to come and audit of everything that's happened between when he led the first visit and now. Because former governor of Kaduna, Erifai, said that we listen on their phone calls, we hear what they say, and we know what they do. Gumi, if I remember well, is based in Kaduna. So we are asking, which governor sent him? How many areas followed him? Which police CP ordered that policemen should accompany him also? And for the record, let us ask, is Gumi working for the government or for the bandits? I think somebody needs to answer that question definitively.
Okay.
Until that has been done.
Yeah, comrade, we are back with you now. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Ahmad Gumi says he can broker peace between the bandits and the Nigerian state. Should we take him seriously?
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. If he can, he hasn't done that after several meetings according to his statement. Then he has been visiting, he has been accompanied by government officials, he has been accompanied by even traditional rulers according to him. Like I said at the issue, he didn't disclose the outcome of those meetings. And I also said earlier,
perhaps because you have not asked, you have not bothered to ask.
Yes. Yes. Now, I also asked earlier, on whose authority is Gumi acting? Is it for the interest of the bandits? Is it for the interest of the Nigerian nation? That is another. Then again, if he has the capacity to negotiate, first of all, it has to be clearly defined who is approaching him to negotiate on behalf of the government. And that person to be monetary involved, because I also read that statement, and there was a place where it said that these persons are only acting as a result of their reaction to neglect. That was why I said earlier too that this person is standing to be sympathetic with the bandit. So you can't be blowing hot and cold at the same time. If you are with the bandit, let's get it very clear that you are with the bandit. If you are for the Nigerian nation, let's also get it clear. For a situation whereby you are saying that these persons are only acting because government has neglected them for so long. Now, as it is today, this is a group of persons, a group of terrorists, because people I made both to say this because it's on record that the Nigerian government has declared them terrorists.
All right.
Now, these persons, as it is today, have been kidnapping Nigeria for ransom. For ransom. They kidnap every now and then, and they demand ransoms, and ransoms are paid to them. It's in millions. And in several occasions, the government, this may not have been verified, but government has also paid ransom to these bandits to release kidnapped citizens. So I need to understand, are these persons doing this because they were neglected and now they swim in millions? They swim in millions because they receive ransoms in millions for citizens. Yes, they remain in that, because from the way it is today, it's already a business. That a business, a very big business sector.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You know, we'll get back to you very soon. But Philly, you know, sometimes when you imagine stories emanating from my country, your country, you think you are watching a poorly produced horror film, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, Ahmed Gumi is saying, don't take up arms against these bandits. Dialogue with them. If you take up arms against them, you radicalize them some more, and you make them militants. I hope we are not going towards prescribing amnesty for them.
Well, that's all Gumi is asking for. And Gumi is confused. Very, very. He's saying
does he talk like a confused man?
He does. He does.
But he drops it as it is.
Yeah, he's saying that he should be the one to go and negotiate with them.
Yeah.
And the federal government should, not apply the kinetic force against them. We negotiate. At what cost is he going to negotiate with them? At what cost? Okay,
what will be the terms of the negotiation?
Is he now the state? Is he now the state, or is he now a representative of the state? In what capacity is he making that negotiation? You understand? If he's saying he can help to convey the meeting so that the federal government can go talk to them, that one will make sense. But I don't even encourage the government to go have any negotiation with bandits, because these guys have already committed an offense. First of all, they are bearing arms, illegal acquisition of arms. Okay, now they are using it against the states. They are using it to commit all kinds of atrocities. So the moment government called them on the relative, it will look like the government has validated their existence. And so we will have so many other groups springing up every day from right, left, and center. And then we'll have one nonsense.
I'm wondering, when he says we should negotiate with them through open discussions, I'm wondering how open the discussions would be.
Yeah, it's saying as if it's a football match where two coaches are trying to.
As if nothing is at stake.
So that's why I said it's confused. These people, the fact that you have the audacity or to meet them one on one does not in any way mean that all of us are hungry to meet them. The day we want to meet them, we want to crush them. Okay, we don't have any business negotiating, because the higher implication of it is that it's going to lead to the fermentation of further organizations in like
Mm.
will now use it as a conduit pipe to collect money from government. And when they take ransom, they kill people and all that, they take these funds, they go into the bush and start to lavish it.
Yeah.
We've seen them on TikTok. They come on TikTok and brandish.
They
money.
flaunt
Yeah.
this money, this ransom.
These are the people that very much go and negotiate.
Uh.
Record it and put it on TikTok and see your government.
All
So it's a no-no for me.
right, Cyril, we are beginning to take it home now. But sometimes when you are told this thing happening before you and I are scripted, so you are asking, who is the author of this script? Does it bother you?
You know,
If you get,
of course,
what I mean.
it bothers me to the extent that it's my country. But you know, like the Americans say, surprised but not shocked, or shocked but not surprised. It's one of the two. This is another very sad chapter in our. Is it misevolution as a country?
And as JFK said in this talk about banditry and us, JF Kennedy said, we will not fear to negotiate, but what we won't do is negotiate out of fear.
Out of fear. Now, so the federal government must not told the line of negotiating out of fear, because there's nothing really to be afraid about. If we were really serious about routing bandits, would have done so long ago. Government has found everything we've done in the past 10 years or so has been extremely wrong. We've been on the wrong footing for a long time.
Sometimes you wonder whose bandits are we talking?
Are we going to be talking about? Because now what Gumi is doing is to lay the groundwork for grand legitimization of their cause, so that will not create a pathway for. But the fact is, let's not forget, in the past we forgave local terrorists. The one in Senator Ali Dume's district, Borno South, came back and killed his father.
Yeah.
And not just one, not just two. They've shown that that consideration is appeasement is not the way to go.
Katsina tried it and
it failed.
Got our fingers burnt.
It fell on his face. Well, if you choose to follow classic history, it was not what Nebel Chamberlain and the other friend of his did for Adolf Hitler. And a person has never worked in history.
Yeah.
You must know that look, if they know that you have the arm and the muscle to pull them, that's when you can bring them into it. Now the point is this: they have access to the internet, and they want to gain education. They want a better life. Let me be on record. The federal government cannot be blamed for anybody's lack of civilization. Over time, over generations, everybody makes investments to be educated. Awolowo had a choice. He adopted free education for the Southwest. Today, they seem to carry that in the Southeast, believing that between 1953, from the 1930s to the 1950s, the Southeast invested in education more than even the Southwest. It's on record. Okay, that was why upon independence, the Southeast have the crime of Nigeria intellectual class.
Minds, yeah.
Minds, yes. They were everywhere. Now, in fact, in the manner of speaking, the Civil War in always started as being a war of intellectuals. In Biafra, they had a lot of people debating who would have the higher education, Cambridge or Oxford. So, yeah, so if you didn't invest, you don't blame, who you not blame that on? Should go around killing innocent people and blame them for the unavailability in the north? In any case, it is Gumi's version of events that Boko Haram and bandits are fighting for. Their name is Boko Haram, for goodness sake. They came up as a group that said Western education was forbidden.
Yeah.
That was their jihad. They are not fighting for education. These are them that revisionism and evangelism. We not in Nigeria.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Gumi is suspect. They should be arrested immediately.
Okay. Murphy, let's begin winding down with you. Are we still, we're in business, right? Still.
Yeah.
Okay. So in closing, what should we do? Let me raise the question, the last line in my opening, in my preamble. Must we sup with the devil to have peace? And as it is,
no.
what does Sheikh Ahmed Gumi want?
Fine, and good. First of all, the devil does not need any pity. That's why it's called it devil. It doesn't mean that he speaks, and he speaks as an issue. So you don't need to try to negotiate any peace with it. Then, serious, took that words away from my mouth that you cannot be talking about this guy trying to embrace Western education when in the first place, Boko Haram stands for anti-Western education. And that is why these persons have gone to generalized school, one school.
Sorry, and they are anti-Western civilization, but they engage gadgetry, invented by Westernization
Yes.
to do their worst.
That is the irony of it. That is what they want to go by what they claim to have stood for. They stood for Western education. They stood against, they stood against civilization. So I don't know. Women, I'm sorry, but women today stand more like a business person than the retired military officer that has the state of Nigeria, and I can defend that. Look at, we need to read it. It's not more like a business person rather than the retired military officer that does not even tolerate banditry, that is not even tolerate terrorism against the Nigerian nation. Think that has been made. Now we find ourselves where we are. If, like I said the other day, that is why a lot of us also have problems with the way the Nigerian system is being run. I want to debate a bit with me. The other day, EFC has declared the Avelo wanted. Suddenly, Avelo found itself in the top part of the EFC, played around for hours, drove back home, eventually was told that EFC went to look for Syria. Now, the Nigerian government is spending billions of taxpayers' money purchasing ammunition from all over the world to fight against this terrorism. Then somebody, one single individual in the name of Gumi, has access to this person, goes to meet this person, and has alleged that he goes with government officials. So if they have been spending billions looking for this person, they kill thing that they kill our military personnel. Our military personnel kill them when they are supposed to. They kill each other. Now the man who is who they receive, the man is claiming now that he got allow the government of so. I put the question to our viewers, where are we now? He said we are looking for these bandits. We are sending millions to purchase arms to fight them. However, our government officials, according to Gumi, fixing them to stop them. So what then is the outcome of their discussion? And Gumi must understand that Nigerians are not fools. He can't be telling us to be sympathetic with who are killing people, who are killing people, who are bombing, who are destroying life and property. It's not possible. It's not possible. These guys are terrorists. The government that has declared them terrorists, I'm so sure and again that the state government, according to Gumi, is going to beat and stop with this terrorism.
Thank you.
Closing the outcome.
Thank you.
The people to close the outcome. We are not saying the positive effect of their meeting with Gumi and government officials. I'm again.
Okay. You are not 1/10 as ashamed as we are here. As a matter of fact, scandalized, if you want. Barrister Evans, how do we take this home?
Well, I want to sound a note of warning to me, because people live by this world, will die by this world. By the time you begin to fellowship with violence or the custodians of violence, it won't take too long when that same violence will be. Yes, it's established. And for the fact that he's dishing this kind of information out, and young people in this country, innocent people in this country, are earning this kind of thing, and we have a government. The government appears to be comfortable with this kind of utterances. They
Or
they
scenarios.
should, yes, they should. The next time they come against peaceful protesters, we will tell them to go back to Gumi and his squads and go and arrest those who are responsible for the breakdown of law and order in this country. Because this is sheer madness. I don't know where else this can happen, and the atmosphere will be this calm. This is wrong and wrong. The government should uphold its power under the Constitution and deal with criminality and violence.
Yeah. A British historian said, government should not, the people should not be afraid of its government. Government should not be afraid of its people. It should be the other way around. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, Cyril, so in taking this home, therefore, would you, Murphy's Law is, if anything can go wrong, it will. Things have been going wrong. Makes you think Murphy was talking about Nigeria.
When you look at the Nigerian problem, sometimes it comes across like some very deep state operation. For those who by conspiracy theories, it looks like a very, very well orchestrated deep state operation, some kind of sting operation.
Okay.
But the reality is that we need to have more than government. We need to have leadership in this country. Leadership that has conscience, that understands the moral value of things, that can think philosophically, that can ask the right questions, that can have compassion is needed, and apply the full weight of the law that is also necessary. Until we do that, this challenge will continue. There was a time a national TV station in this country interviewed the spokesman of a so-called proscribed group. Government clamped down on them for airing that interview. But now look at these are terrorists. Somebody is illegally coming out and just pouring bile into Nigerian ears, and he will go scot-free. Makes you think exactly who runs this territory, who runs this place. I hope that one day government will wake up, and early enough, I have to say, wake up early enough to do the needful. I like the way Barrister Ufele has put it very, very eloquently. This is a warning. And government had better settle.
Otherwise, we must not sup with the devil to have peace.
Because divesting people of people power does not ever last long. It is always temporary.
All right, Comrade Murphy Abadani, we want to thank you for your time. Thank you very kindly.
My pleasure.
Barrister Cyril Evans Ufele,
My pleasure.
maybe Cyril should go read law.
Citizenship. I have gone from comrade to barrister.
So no, it's all right. It's all right. So, Barrister Evans Ufele, we thank you very much for your time and intervention. No less so, Cyril Abaku. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, the debate would continue. We are living in very interesting times. How did we get here? Continues to reverberate. So until the next time we see you, it's bye-bye now. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now.